And then because you know that the two communities do commerce, but there is no connectivity. So let's say I'm starting a route from, let's say I want to do Lagos, Benin. So I will first look at the market and see whether it is. So I will start the route with the first 3 months. I'm going to put maybe a small turboprop, 50-seater. So I've serviced the route with a capacity of 50. I then now do promotions and everything in those 90 days. And now I realize the growth, a constant growth. And in those 90 days, I'm looking at being consistent, on time, and then I'm looking at giving the product that I have advertised, because you must have advertised for, let's say, a month before you start, minimum, for local routes. So after that, then you now do a route analysis and see whether actually the development of that route is going according to plan. And if you see that, yes, after the first 90 days, the people are already saying that you need an extra flight on that, then you now increase the frequency. After increasing the frequency, people are still looking, then you now increase your capacity. That is from a 50-seater, let me put a 120-seater. Sometimes it takes up to a year and a half. We restarted, when I was in Arik Air, we restarted the JFK route, Lagos JFK, because it was done before by Nigerian Airways, and then it died off. So the market was not there. And we started painfully carrying very low passengers. And with an aircraft that has 4 engines, consuming a lot of Jet A1. And so that was a lot of investment in that route. And then, of course, we developed the route where we can get up to 180 to 250 passengers per flight. And then it's actually, we're having more capacity. We're having more demand than the capacity we have. But again, you have developed the route to that, and the route has that capacity now, so you can serve that route. So the issue is, and that was after almost a year of flying. A year of flying, not, I wouldn't want to say losing money, but investing in that route. Because if we continuously fly the route for the next 5 years, then you will now start seeing your returns. And that's why in the beginning I said aviation is high risk and very low profit, and it takes so long to get your profits. On the airline, it depends on the route, it depends on whether it's a regional, domestic, it depends on all that. Then you put a budget and say, okay, this is how much it will cost me to start this route, and I will sustain these routes till this. Then during the course of it, you now look at it, are we doing good? What is it? Then you now do a projection, whether it is good enough for you to continue with that route, or it is bad investment, and then you call it bad investment and you close it.
The Nigerian aviation workforce is shrinking to about 3,000 from an initial 5,000, no thanks to the collapse of airlines and the economic recession that has put airlines in a difficult situation.
Look at any aviation industry.
The President, Airline Operators of Nigeria, Captain Ogim Megasin, said carriers have been forced to cut down on staff strength as a result of low utilization of aircraft, shrinking passenger traffic occasioned by diminishing purchasing power, and above all, government policy which has done more harm to the carriers. He also lamented that multiple charges forced down on them by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, and sundry charges by the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria have all conspired to make carriers have a short lifespan. The Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria has been accused of cannibalizing Arik's aircraft and using the parts taken from the aircraft to fix Aero's airplanes, another airline taken over by the corporation. Reports say that a Bombardier -8 Q400 engine that was taken away from an Arik aircraft was given to Aero to fix in the same aircraft type. In a swift reaction, the media consultant to AMCON at Arik Air, Mr. Simon Tumba, stated that Aero leased an engine from Arik Air, adding that it was a mutual agreement between the two airlines. Osunba added that the lease is not for free as it is done at a fee. The coordinator of the Nigerian Immigration Service Zone G, ACG Chizoba DB, has said the service is introducing new business-friendly visa packages. She was speaking in Benin City, the Edo State capital, and she said that the various state commands have been empowered to handle passport-related matters.
The service has, with the approval of the federal government, introduced new visa packages that now make it easier for foreigners who intend to do business in Nigeria, and one of such is the visa on arrival.
Actor Harrison Ford, the daring space pilot of Star Wars fame, will get to keep flying airplanes in real life after federal officials closed a probe of his latest aviation mishap near Los Angeles without fines or other discipline. Ford, 74, came under investigation after he mistakenly flew his single-engine private plane over an American Airlines passenger jet and landed on a taxiway rather than a runway on February 13 at John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana. The Federal Aviation Administration determined at the conclusion of its inquiry that no administrative or enforcement action was warranted. In a statement, Ford's lawyer, Stephen Ofer, said Mr. Ford retains his pilot's certificate without restriction owing to a long history of compliance with FAA regulations and his cooperative attitude during the investigation.
-9-10, right?
And finally, Boeing's newest and largest Dreamliner model, the 787-10, has taken off successfully on its first flight, kicking off a flight test program for the high-tech jet.
Expect a base turn in 4 miles.
The plane, which sells for $312.8 million at list price and rounds out a family of 3 carbon fiber composite Dreamliners, is being built exclusively at Boeing's factory in North Charleston, South Carolina. The facility is Boeing's only jetliner assembly factory outside of Washington State.
Sorry about the confusion.
Let's see what went down at the world's biggest tourism and travel fair in Germany. That's after the break. Do join us again.